just watched the movie The Gift Within. Let's talk about it. The movie stars Uzo Arukwe and Bam Bam. Where have we seen that before? But this time, Awele Hansel, the EP of this movie and producer, actually brought a very, very different film to life. A young woman whose unwavering faith leads her down an unconventional path of love and destiny. Against her mother's wishes and society's expectations, Ngozi falls in love with Ejiofor, a humble mechanic. Her conviction is not born out of emotion, but divine instruction. She believes God has told her that Ejiofor is her husband and that beneath his greasy hands lies a man chosen for ministry. Yep, a very unique story. And I didn't expect to see it in a Nollywood movie. Ngozi seems to be way out of his league, but she still pursues after him. She's in love with him because God told her that that is her husband. This is your typical long Nigerian film, but I actually think that there are lots of layers to the story. When you feel like the movie is coming to an end, another story with another conflict seems to arise. Some of the conflicts there, in my opinion, prove very unnecessary. For example, as you would find, the fact that the mechanic, Ejiofor's friend, was ever interested in Ngozi just felt like an avenue to waste time, because after she spoke to him in the car, he never disturbed her again. It just seems to me like that plot point was just to waste time, to be honest. It is typical for Nollywood movies to allow their actors to just play out in their roles and leave the camera rolling, but still the editor should step in and cut some of those parts out so that we don't end up with a 2-hour for something minutes movie that might seem stretched more than normal. But like I said, this particular movie actually has a lot of layered in stories. If you're a writer, you know what the 3-act structure is, where you can be first climax, second climax, and then it just makes the tensions in the movie more interesting. This movie actually has that. If you watch my last episode, you know I have a very big issue with the soundtracks that Nollywood movies use for their movies. There's just this weird way that they edit, where in a serious conversation, they start playing and it just makes me pissed off. Nollywood movies, is there a problem with not putting soundtracks at all? I mean, there's also a form of emotion that provokes. See, guys, I'm just tired of talking about it. I really hope that Awele Hansel herself even watches this video. I can be a connoisseur of great music for your movies. I can even make them. I'm a music producer. Please let me make soundtracks for you. I beg you. I can't categorize this movie as a comedy, even though at some point it will make you laugh. But they keep on using this comedic soundtrack thing that just makes me, just makes me feel uneasy. As a Christian, I could tell you that there are so many things to learn from this story, and just because of that, it's actually a decent watch. Even though there are some things I don't quite understand, but like I said, it's a movie. It's meant to be fantasy to an extent. I haven't spoken about the main actors and their acting because there's nothing to say about Uzo and Bam Bam. They are good actors. Every other person in the movie played their roles well. The classic Nollywood movie acting, they did it well. I just feel like if you heighten the quality of the editing, the soundtracks, the pacing of the whole movie, this movie could actually be world class. As for directing and pacing of this movie, I just feel like to an extent it was supposed to be comedic, but the delivery of the movie was just, I don't know, man. See, to be honest, breaking down this movie is a little bit confusing for me because there are just so many things that went wrong, and it's a little bit difficult to picture what actually went right. But if you know me by now, when rating YouTube Nigerian movies, the only thing I'm really interested in is the story, because if I rate them down because of the cinematography or all those things, we won't score really high. I mean, it's a movie on YouTube. And that is why I still believe that this movie is worth your data, because the story is actually, there's a lot of story to unpack, a lot of themes, a lot of conflicts, and the acting is decent. It can keep you entertained.